I put together this kit to be able to deflate and inflate all 4 tires at once. The stock system, where it's just one hose from here to 1 tire at a time, works fine, but I'm lazy. And also at the end of it, I want all the tires to be identical. It's just easier to inflate them all at once. It actually takes slightly less time, I measured it, to do all 4 tires together than to individually do all the tires. And I configured it so that this becomes basically the adapter, since this has the wrong gender on it basically. I'm not sure why Rivian did that. And then this adapts it to be normal. The reason I did this instead of connecting it directly here, which is clearly an option if all you want is the inflator, is I want to be able to use this adapter to hook up normal fittings that, normal tools that would have the male connector and go into here. So this is our adapter that gets the rest of the system connected. And when you're ready to use it, obviously just plug it into each tire. After first plugging it into the truck, of course, because otherwise that side will leak and let air out. And then just plug in all 4 tires and get your compressor going. Now, I've found that some people aren't aware that the compressor has 2 modes. One is, like right now, it's not showing the word set. And if I hit go, it's just going to inflate forever. As far as I know, it'll just go to its maximum of 145 and blow up your tires. What you want to do is use this to find a set. Now, I want to run my tires at about 45, and I find the compressor ends up stopping about a pound short, and I don't know why. So I am setting this to 46 so that I will get 45 out of it. A set button.
It's really there now.
That's it, it's done. So our total time was just over 8 minutes to get from 24 to 45. So let's go through the construction details here. Basically at the end, we have a quick release chuck. There's a lot of ways to buy these. The majority of them just have a female thread, so I had to use a barb adapter. And again, I'll link to some of these in the description. Some of these are just things I had on hand. I had bought or used for other purposes. I've had a variety of Jeeps and other things where I use these and some tools in the shop. So your choices could be different. This is what I used partly because it's what I had on hand. And then next to the rear tire, we have a T-barb. So it's just a plain, simple T connector here. And then of course that leads us out to another chuck. I put these black markings on one side so that I'd know these are the passenger side. So when I take this out of the bag and go to set it out, I know which side is which, because of course it's not the same distance from this side of the truck all the way around to that side. And let's see, and then in the middle we've got this. Again, it's any kind of T-fitting that works for you here. I did this, as I mentioned earlier, so that I could use this adapter. If you want to get away with it cheap and you're not going to use any other air tools, you could just use the exact same T-fitting here and just go straight to a single female fitting to go onto the car. And that's it. It's just that simple. Oh, and these hose clamps are these. And they're attached with a very specific tool, which is pretty cheap. You can buy a kit with these and the tool for about 25 bucks. If you use hose clamps a lot, I highly recommend it. These are much better than the twist kind. They apply even pressure. They don't fail, and they don't snag. They don't have that piece of little tail to snag on things or to cut you open. Now I happen to have this DeWalt small tool bag sitting around from some tools that I bought, so I'm gonna use that for storage. And I have a bunch of these Velcro ties that are meant for wires really, but hoses are the same. So I just put a couple on these on here, and then if you start rolling it from the front tire to the back and roll all that together, it'll fit pretty nicely into a bag.